All right, guys. Happy Monday. It is oh my God, August 10th. This is crazy. Not sure how why the year is flying so much. March felt like forever, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, Christmas will be here soon. Um, so tonight we are going to go over your new coach steps. I have a presentation. Like I said right before I start recording, I'm gonna do my best to hit the points as quickly as possible. I don't want to be here too long, nor to provide so much information that you guys are gonna feel overwhelmed. What I want you guys is to have a general understanding, and then have action steps where you can, starting tonight, tomorrow morning, you know exactly what you need to do to hit the ground running. And also, feel free, I am recording this, I will post it on YouTube and give you the link, so that way please share it with your team. As new coaches come in, it is our responsibility to pass on the information. That is what all these businesses are like. It's about duplication. You learn something and then you have to go and teach it. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Can you guys see that? Yes. Okay. So for those of you who don't know me, if I'm not your direct sponsor, my name is Becky Brossett, and I am the co-founder of Diesel Nation. We have been in existence for 10 years now. I actually celebrated my 10-year anniversary 1 month ago, July 13th. And my sister's celebrating her 10-year anniversary in 2 weeks. So together we formed Diesel Nation. And I'm not going to share every detail of my story because there's so many ways that I could tell that story, but just know that 12 years ago, when my second son Jake was born, I was pretty much in postpartum depression. I was pretty miserable, and at the beginning of COVID, it was so funny, because it was not funny, but the whole thing with the beginning of the quarantine, where you're kind of like anxious and you don't know what's happening, and then you can't see anybody and you feel like you're stuck at home, and that feeling of just like isolation, that's how I felt when I had my second son. I felt like, what is happening to my life? I don't recognize anything. I can't go anywhere. I have two under two. I just, I didn't want kids to begin with when I was younger. So then I had them back to back. It was like a huge wake up call, right? So I had these feelings of, really, I didn't understand what was happening and why I couldn't just live my life. And fitness is what I've always turned to because it makes me happy. And my best friend lent me her P90X. How many of you guys have heard of P90X and Insanity? That is Beachbody, I mean, from back in the day. Well, that's where I started with P90X literally 12 years ago. That's what I was doing for my fitness. My best friend brought it to me because she thought I would like it. And literally those 4 characters changed my life, because not only did I get super fit, I was back in my pre-pregnancy clothes in 5 months, but what it did is it gave me life. And it literally, I was really, really anxious during the day, and my mom would just take the kids and I would work out at home. I didn't have to leave anywhere. I would just go into the garage by myself and I would just get it done. And that, once I did return to work, I felt so confident. Like it was more than just the physical transformation. It gave me confidence. It gave me energy. I just was on top of the world. But then, of course, 2 years later comes when the financial markets kind of collapsed in the United States and the world, and I was in construction. So here I am, a senior estimator for a construction company. My husband is in construction as well. He was a plant manager for General Asphalt. We have 2 little kids. We have a nanny. We have a house that now we couldn't afford because the mortgage adjusted, and I was like, what is going on with my life? Like, my mom told me, go to college, get a job, get married, do the things, everything's gonna be fine, and it wasn't fine. And the financial stresses and the burdens were starting to really take hold. And 10 years ago, I was in peak shape. I had just finished Insanity, and I saw a post on Facebook, and it said, how many people have you recommended to Beachbody to buy Insanity or P90X? And I commented, I should make money off the amount of people that I've sent to Beachbody. And that's when someone sent me the business opportunity. That's how it happened. Literally, that's how it happened. I had no connection to my coach. Actually, he was 21 years old. He didn't really teach me much. But I was looking for something. And I think that in essence was the story for me, was that I was praying for something like this to fall in my lap, and it did. And I talk a lot about how we can feed the negative, and we could choose to feed the positive thoughts. I did have all the what ifs, right? When I signed, the day I was filling out the application, I was like, but what if I fail? What if I can't do this? What if I don't know what I'm getting into? What if no one buys from me? But I literally took a different stance that day and said, well, you've been looking for a business. I literally was born to hustle. My sister and I have always sold stuff. And I said, but what if I succeed? And what if this is what I've always wanted to do? I always wanted to own a gym. This is a different way of doing that. And I just ran with it. So tonight we're just going to talk about some of the things that I did to start the business, but some of the things that you guys need to start implementing to take your business and launch it, or to take it to the next level. So like I said, Diesel Nation is 10 years old, and this is our family picture from Summit 2019. And you guys know that Summit was canceled, like in-person Summit was canceled, but we had a virtual Summit this year. But one thing about our team is that my sister and I, since we are family, our team is like family. And that's one of the things that I'm most proud of, is how at the end of the day, there's so many organizations within Diesel Nation, right? I have my team, my sister has her team, and all the big leaders have their own teams, like Monica Lopez. But at the end of the day, we always come back home. And I think that's what makes us different than other organizations where they just kind of spin off and do their own thing. We always come back. And this is evidence of that. The night, the celebration night that we all dress in red, it's one of my favorite moments of the year. It's where, we get to all be at the same place at the same time, and we get to take this beautiful picture. And then this year, thanks to Ari Solis, who's on the call, since we had virtual Summit, she had come up with this idea that why don't we all take the pictures in red, and then we did that. We called it the Red Dress Project. And then my sister got our web guy to create this beautiful collage it was our tough family portrait. It's just a different way of doing it. And actually, I can say that this year, even though we haven't seen each other in person, like at all, because by now we would have had the Success Club trip, we would have had Summit, we're closer than ever. So this just proves, and it shows how strong and how deep our community is right now, that not even quarantine or COVID-19 could stop us from coming together to do great things. And that I'm super, super proud of. And I'm really, really excited for you guys, because I can honestly say that I haven't been this excited for a really long time. I just feel like when I stepped back in to me and really owned my position in all of this year, I think, and speaking my own language and being okay with that I have faith and that I have a way of speaking, a lot of you have come out of the woodworks and we've come together, and now we're all like building this thing together, and it's really, really exciting. So I'm super proud to be here tonight talking with you guys, and just hoping that we can continue this camaraderie, and it just beautiful things are going to happen this year. I just know it. Okay, so I need to move this thing because I can't see the words on the screen. Hold on. Let me make this smaller. Okay, so earlier this year, like I said, we love themes. Our mission statement is one team, one dream, one vision. And that, again, goes back to the family feel that we're doing this together. We're not alone in this. I'm always going to say it. You need to jump into the middle of the bed. That means jump into the community. Jump into our groups, into the calls, make friends, find success partners. Don't try to build this on your own, because you don't need to. We're all here to do it together. So with that, this year our theme was fight for it, because our first launch of the year was, actually it wasn't the first, because it was Barb Lens, but then 10 rounds was announced, and because of the fighting, and then also the boxing reference, and then also it launched during, right at the beginning of the quarantine. It was kind of like a perfect storm for, it's a perfect theme for this year, because we right now are fighting for so many things. We're fighting for our health, we're fighting for our communities, we're fighting for justice, and we need to always pay attention to our core values and remember that we fight for each other. Last year, our team took a huge hit. Monica's sister passed away, and if you guys watched us back then, I was blown away by how beautiful our organization is and how everyone leaned into each other and kind of like supported Monica and Becky and Veronica and just poured tons of love, just like we're doing right now. It's a year anniversary of that tragedy. And I just think that, you know, if we continue to show up for each other, we're going to do big things. But not only that, we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So our core values will always be family and fun and community. And we are forward thinkers. We collaborate, we come up with cool ideas, and we always stand with integrity. That is a big thing for me. We have to do things by the rules. We have to respect people and live with compassion, and just know that God is watching us. So that is a big, big thing in our organization. You know, right now, you know, looking back for 10 years that I've been a coach, for a long time, people would say, you know, but I don't understand. Why would you want to work out at home? And all the excuses, right? And all the misconceptions about what we do, and, you know, that we're a pyramid, and that we're a cult, or that all these things that people say, that have said about Beachbody, and I just not like for anything, but I don't care what they think. I know what it's done for us, and I know who we are. And we are the light. We are the hope dealers in this country right now. But we are also in a fitness and health revolution. Like, what better time is it in our history to pay attention to your health, to put it first in the middle of this virus, where being healthy and fit takes precedence. You know, I sometimes get a little annoyed with people who are like, they're afraid of the monster that's lurking outside, that virus, right? Because you can't see it. It's there, but you can't see it. But then inside their homes, they're eating too much, they're eating garbage, they're drinking too much, they're not exercising, they're sitting on the couch all day, they're just beating their bodies up. But you're worried about something, some predator that's outside, but you're not worried about what you're doing with the most important tool that you have against the coronavirus, which is your health and your wellness. Right now, people need us. It's a fact. They need our community. They need our products. They need our nutritional supplements. They need our nutritional programs. People don't know how to eat. They don't know how to put together a meal. They don't know how to teach their kids how to do that either. I have always said since day one that my biggest purpose in this business is to help moms, of course, because I'm a mom and moms relate to me. Of course, I want to help dads too. I'm not trying to discriminate, but I think moms are the linchpin of every family. And my job is to help mothers get out of their own way, stand up, take care of their health and fitness, so that then they can teach and duplicate that within their own home. We are changing families one person at a time, and it's what we do is super powerful. So I just hope that you really grab hold of this and see the importance of what we do. We're not pushing a shake. We're not just pushing Beachbody on Demand. We are inspiring people to stand up, to take care of themselves, and to teach their kids to do the same. That's the only way we're going to stop the trend of obesity, is by one core unit at a time. And to me, it's a really, really important mission. Okay, and our business foundation. So fundamentals. So for me, this is the equivalent of building the structure of a house, right? So I was in construction. I understand how you build a structure. You need to have a strong foundation. You just can't put up walls on the ground and expect for it to stand. You need something that is going to hold it up, those 4 pillars, right? So your results matter. Always, to me, it's been that you are the face of your business. And it is not about, and I'm going to keep saying this, even though for a long, long time I was obsessed with, you know, and I like looking good. That's part of me. That's part of my brand. That's part of what makes me tick. But I understand now that I am not just abs or that I'm super fit, but I am about consistency. I am about using my faith to empower my fitness, and to using the fact that I believe that God made me to be of a certain way, and that he gave me these gifts to honor my body by showing up and fueling my body and drinking Shakeology and exercising consistently. All of that is part of my results. It's not just about the before and after. It's about all the little non-scale victories, all the little progress that you make each and every day. Every time you show up, that is building your results. So your physical, emotional, mental results form the foundation of your business, because you are the basis of your business. You're not a clone of me. You are unique. You have specific gifts and traits. You have to own that and then go out there and share it. Your why matters. Number 2, determine your internal personal reason for wanting more for yourself. This one is hard to pinpoint. I'm not going to lie. When I first started, I just wanted to earn $50 a week to help pay for diapers. Like, that's why I signed up. I wanted to earn part-time income. We were drowning in debt. I was tired of waiting around for someone to give me a raise when there wasn't going to be a raise. I was tired of trying to fight with my employers and for appreciation, which I wasn't getting. I knew that I was not going to get out of the hole that we were in by sitting around waiting for like the lottery or something. So my why stemmed from my family. It's always been my family. It started as part-time income, and then it grew. I was tired of dropping off my kids at 7 o'clock in the morning in before care when they were 4 and 5 years old, so that they had to eat breakfast on their own. I left crying every single day. I hated that I had to do that, but I had to do it so that I could leave early. Because if I didn't drop them off at that time, that meant that I wasn't going to get home till late. And that was more time away from them. So yeah, I still get emotional over that, even though I just celebrated 7 years that I left my job. Just thinking about watching them, and I don't know if you guys remember, but back, it was 2012. So 8 years ago when Sandy Hook happened, that shooting in an elementary school, back when that happened, my kid's school locked down, and then they didn't allow parents in the mornings anymore. So I had to drop them off at a gate and drive and watch them walk in together to the cafeteria, and that's it. I didn't know if they were eating. I had no one to get a hold of them. It was something that every day that drove me so hard to build this business, because I was sick and tired of having to do that. And then having my mom pick them up for me every day because I was working. All of those things, that hurt that I had in my heart is what drove me to continue to fight for this business and to keep showing up, even when it got hard, even when I didn't want to do it, even when I was tired. And Anna knows, Anna was with me since the beginning. It was hard, but we kept doing it, and we kept believing that this mission was bigger than ourselves. And it always led back to the why. Why am I doing this? Why do I need to work so hard? It was because I needed to do it for my family. And sorry, I haven't spoken that part of my story in a while, but that was a big piece of it. Okay, and then your goals matter. So I always talk about goals, and for those of you who are going through Futuristas or maybe have already been in Futuristas, know that I always talk about goals. Goals to me are very special. I think it's the roadmap to everything. You wouldn't plan a vacation and not have a goal, right? Like you wouldn't have a plan. Where am I going? Let's say you're going to California. Okay, so when am I leaving? How long is it going to take me to get there? Am I going by car, by train? how am I going to get there? Am I flying? Am I walking? Am I taking a bike? Am I riding a motorcycle? A goal is similar to having travel plans. You need to have a specific day. You need to have a plan of action. You need to know exactly where you're going, what you're going to do, and why are you doing this. And to me, goals can be, they can have so many faces, but it's important that you know what you're working towards. Like I said, I wanted $50 a week to help pay for diapers at the beginning. That goal was easy for me to break down. I knew I needed to help. I needed to make 2 sales a week. I knew I needed to talk to a lot of people. I knew that I needed a contact list and that I needed to believe in myself and push outside my comfort zone every day. So your goals don't have to be my goals. You don't even have to have income goals if you don't want, if that's not your jam, but you do need to know what you're working towards. Because if not, you're just basically, you're like afloat, like meandering in the water, really not getting anything done. And your personal development matters. And I'll say this a million times, I didn't believe it at the beginning. I didn't read. I refused to do that at the beginning of my business. But the deeper you get into a business like this, the more you see that you have to work on your mind. Your mind has to be sharp, and things will get tough. And if you are weak-minded, or you'll run for the hills every time something gets hard, you're not going to survive this, because this business can get hard. You're dealing with humans. Sometimes humans are difficult. And the only way to push past that is to do your personal development. So that could be reading a book, it could be sermons, it could be a podcast, it could be whatever it is that you need at that moment, but work on yourself. Invest in your mind. Okay, for those of you who are here and just starting out, it's time to launch your business. So what does that mean? It means you got to start talking to people. So here's what we're going to do. And if you want to take a picture of the screen on your launch day, so I want you, maybe not today because you guys are probably tired, but start thinking about this. I want you guys to start talking on social media or writing a post about the fact that you are a coach and that you are available to help people. Social media, I know for some it's scary, but I want you to stop thinking it's scary. Start thinking of it, again, this is the opposite perspective. Social media is an amazing tool to get in front of your friends and family. It's an amazing tool to share your stories, to share what you believe in, to let people into your life, to share your fitness progress, your consistency every single day, for you to be funny, to share your kids or your dog or your cat. It's an amazing tool. So we need to remove that fear factor and look at it as a tool. We want to start talking to 3 people. Now, I've been talking to this. If you are a new coach, you'll sign up with me, and you'll probably be nodding your head. I told you right from the get-go, and this is the language that we're going to use now. Find 3 to 5 people and sign them up with exactly the same pack that you started with. Why? Because you want your own fit tribe of people doing the program with you. You want your friends and family that you trust most to help you obtain testimonials. You want to be able to hold each other accountable. It's what makes the magic of this business and these products happen, is the community feel. So can you find 3 people? I want you to start brainstorming that now. Maybe jot down some names. We want to achieve Emerald this week. That means we're going to sign up 2 people. Achieve Success Club. Once you have helped 3 people with the same pack that you signed up with, you'll be earning Success Club this month. And that is a business marker for us. Success Club is how we present the opportunity to people. It's how we help people get started with a complete solution. And that's how we build our business. And just so you know, I've been in the business for 10 years. I only missed Success of 1 month out of my whole 10 years. And I've consistently helped over 5 people for about 107 months or something like that. It's something that is non-negotiable for me. It is a business building activity. It's something that I'll never let go. I will fight for it to the bitter end. And that's just something that's a mindset that just being told to you now, I just want you to let that sink in. You can find 3 people a month, 3 to 5 people a month. Yes, you can. Some of you are doing it, and it's just a matter of making that decision. And then read your first personal development book. So choose something. We always recommend, Susie and I, The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. It's a great book. It just gives you a lot of insight into the mindset that you need to launch your business. The Compound Effect is also a great one. Okay. Oh, and use share a cart. If you guys, if you don't know, share a cart is how we set up the business orders for coaches or customers. There are videos in the Coach Online Office that teach you how to use it, but it's so simple. But I want you guys to please jot that down if you haven't used it yet, because that is a tool that you're going to use over and over again. So you might as well learn how to use it now. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Hold on. Again, this thing is in the way. Hold on. Okay. So what are we going to do? Okay. Action items. We're going to create a list. And when I look back to when I started as a coach, like I said, my coach was 21 years old. He didn't know what he was doing either. So I kind of like did whatever felt natural to me. The first thing I did was create a list. I love spreadsheets. I love Excel. So I created a huge list with columns and rows so that I could track all the conversations and and I could make follow-ups and know who I was talking to. But my list consisted of, at the beginning, and this is what I want you to do, of your closest friends and family. Everybody knows 20 people. If you have a big family, even better. But go through your Facebook and the people that you trust most, the one that you could speak to open and honestly, like I did with my sister. What did I do? My sister wanted to lose weight. She had DJ. I said, Christy, I know that you're busy, but instead of, maybe committing to P90X, because we didn't have 30-minute workouts back then, I said, why don't you just focus on your nutrition and drink Shakeology? So the first person, my first sale, was my sister, because I invited her to do something that it was going to be good for her. I talked to all my cousins, all my coworkers, my best friend. I talked to everybody because they're the people that I can speak open and honestly with. And those are the people that you want to invite so that you can get testimonials. Then announce that you're a coach and that you're hosting your first challenge group. Don't start shaking your head no. You have to do it. Just know that we have samples of coming out posts in the Diesel Nation Academy. If you don't know about that yet, if you're on with me, I sent you a welcome email. The link is dieselnationacademy.com. It's a self-paced training, but just know that that training can take, it's pretty long. It's gonna take time, but you can go in there to look for coming out posts. But there's also a really simplified training in the Coach Online Office, which I always advise you start there first. All right, so now what are we gonna do? We're going to keep it simple, and we're gonna invite to a challenge group, and we're gonna invite to your team. So here we go. Get ready. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna make your list, right? Because you need to know who you're gonna talk to. But know that you always have to have something to invite to, right? So luckily, I wrote there, we have the Burn Crew. Right now, MBF is what's hot. MBF is like the new 21-day fix. Why? Because it's 21 days. People can finish it, start to finish, really, really fast and get results in just 21 days. It's a lot harder with these longer programs because, believe it or not, people fall off the wagon. With 21 days, people can wrap their head around that. It's a quick win. And look at Anna, my coach Anna did it, and she got great results in the first round. My friend Susie as well lost like 6 pounds. I think each of them lost 6 pounds in 21 days. Those are quick wins that are going to get people excited. So make sure that you have something to invite to. Yes, you can invite to the Burn Crew. Maybe your coach has a group too. I am sure that they'll allow your customers and clients to join. But just know that people oftentimes want to work directly with you. So don't be afraid to open a bod group, even if it's your sister and your best friend. It doesn't matter. You're starting a community. Remember, when I started, I only started with my sister. So, start with your community and then up your invitations to get more people into it. But make sure that you are showing up for yourself every day. I said it at the beginning. You are the face of your business. I think people tend to overcomplicate what we do. It's really not that complicated. You have to start with yourself. But you also have to be willing to share it, because it's the equivalent of putting on a movie and hitting play, letting the first 10 minutes start, and then fast forwarding to the end, and you have no idea what happened in the middle. We don't watch movies that way, right? No. So don't do that with your fitness journey. A lot of coaches, new coaches will say, yeah, but I'm not ready to coach because I'm not where I need to be yet. Well, you know what? We're always on a progress journey, in my opinion. I'm never going to be where I'm supposed to be, because I'm always looking to tweak, to be better, to grow a little bit, to be faster and more strong. Invite people along. Let them see your journey. That is why we encourage you to share openly on social media, because people don't want to see you in a before and then boom, what, 6 weeks, let's say you go through MBF and MBFA, 6 weeks, you get a transformation and they're like, what the hell did you do in between? We haven't seen anything. It doesn't make sense to do that. What it does make sense to invite them to do it with you, so that they see what's happening, but equally that you are sharing it on social media, in your stories and on your feed, on what you're doing, how it's changing you, what you like best about it, what progress you're making. It's not about the details of the program. It's all about what it means to you. So continue to share the stories and the transformation images. Guys, Diesel Nation, we get transformations. We create results. If you go into the burn crew, you'll see results. If you Google transformations, you'll find them. If you go to Diesel Nation Rising, our group page, and you go to the photo albums, you're gonna see albums of transformations from the past. You're free to use those. The point is that we have to establish credibility. You have to establish credibility with your audience. So by showing these transformations, you're showing that people have gotten results, but at the same time that you're still working for yours and that you're open to making progress. Elicit your customers. Okay, so this is a good one. So when you're talking to people, you have you're looking to build a challenge group, let's say in 2 weeks, and you're out there talking to your friends and family, and you're like, hey, so I really am super excited. I made this decision to start this brand new program. My team is getting amazing results. I'm really excited because it's really cutting edge. It has these cool bod ropes, these little jump ropes, and I just think that it would be awesome if we could do it together. And let's say they ask you, or someone reaches out to you, I want you to ask them, so why are you motivated to start now? It is so important as a coach to understand why people are coming to you, or why they need this, or why they need this change now. People come to me looking for change, but I need to know that deep reason why. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people will be hesitant because, yeah, we do have to put in the hard work, right? We do it the hard way. We do it the old-fashioned way, by showing up, by eating healthy, by drinking the shake, by pushing play every day. And it's easy for them to think that I can't do it, right? Because they'll fall into old patterns. But if you have already elicited their why, their reason, their deep emotional sense of this change or this pain point in their life, it's easy for you to come back and say, yeah, but remember when you told me that you needed to lose 50 pounds because you didn't want to end up like your mom who's on all kinds of medications? And you need to know those things to combat objections in the future. Remember that we're speaking to humans. Okay, I think sometimes new coaches want the perfect script, the perfect language, the perfect post. We're not working to be perfect. No one here is perfect. We all mess up. We all speak in different languages and with different tones and have different verbiage. The point is to be compassionate, to ask questions, to get to know your customers and clients if they're not already friends of yours, but to always ask questions, to make them feel like you're really out to help them succeed. At the end of the day, with those, that trust that you form, it's gonna help you break the objections in the end. So slow those conversations down, ask questions, get to know them, be interested. Someone is unmuted. Hold on. Be interested, not interesting. And that's how you will get to know them, and they'll trust you, that they don't think that you're just trying to sell them some shakes and then that you're gonna be like, peace out. So slow those conversations down, and remember, you're talking to a human. And then once you're at a point where they want more information, use the Beachbody third-party tools, which are the promo videos. They're all in the Coach Online Office. Get to know the Coach Online Office. Under Grow My Business, is it Grow? Yeah, Grow My Business. There's a section there called product tools, I believe, or social media tools, something like that. There's videos for everything. Beachbody takes time creating those things so that you guys don't have to talk. Let Beachbody talk. You get to know the customer, then make the recommendation with a video. And that's really, really important. And then once they're ready and they're in, and the video has sold them on their next steps, we have images that show all the packs. This is all of, we are like a fine oiled machine at this point. We have all these tools that we keep creating for you guys. All you have to do is use them. All you have to do is speak with confidence, lead with your heart, get to know people, and then share the tools that Diesel Nation and Beachbody have created for you. Okay, next, you're gonna invite your team. Yes, even now, even at this point, even at the beginning of your business, you have to invite to your team. So it's talking about the business can sound scary right now, because maybe you think that I don't have experience and I don't know what I'm saying. And you know what? I didn't know what I was saying either when I started, but I did it because I understood that I needed to get to Emerald quickly. And I understand it that if I hit Success Club and hit Emerald, which I'll talk about in a little bit, it was going to make an impact on my business. So I had to grow the courage to do it. So to me, and for people who have been in the business for a while, or even coaches that have jumped into the community like Futuristas, have already gotten a sense of what the business is like in the community. So there's so many different ways to talk about it. It doesn't have to be about income. It could be about the challenge groups. It could be about someone you met and the community feel that we're providing, or it could be about how you're honing in on different skills and learning social media, or how you are earning extra income. Maybe you were able to pay for your gas one week, or to pay for your car payment. Those are all things that you can speak on the business, but it's important that you get in the habit of speaking about the business. It could even be by celebrating the team. And if you guys follow me, you'll see that once a week, I try to do it every single week, I celebrate my team members. To me, that's social proof about the business, because we're doing great things together. And so celebrating all the teammates, whether they're sponsored by you or not, doesn't matter. You're allowed to celebrate Diesel Nation. Okay, so once you are talking about the business, it's important to have tools. We have team sneak peeks every single month. This month we're gonna have 2 because it's Team Cup month. But just know that all our calls are recorded. So you can go into my sister's YouTube and grab a video from last month's sneak peek, or last week, or she had one on Friday, but I hosted one with her last month. Those are all on YouTube. So don't wait. Let's say that there isn't a sneak peek till the end of the month. Don't wait to share about the business till the end of the month because there's a call. Use a recorded call. We also have a 5-minute Join Diesel Nation video. I have that on my YouTube, which is people from our team speaking about the power of Diesel Nation. You can use that as an intro to sharing the business, but you have to find your favorite tool. Maybe it's the one that your coach, maybe it's the one I shared with you. So save it and use it for future reference. It's just important that you lean into these events that we're providing for you. And then offer the discount immediately. Why not? If someone has, and this is something that's really important, I believe that this is not a fly-by-night operation, neither is fitness, neither is someone's fitness journey. People are not gonna do MBF, MBFA, they shouldn't at least have that perception that they're gonna do one program and dip. Like, that's not the way I see it. I'm fit for life. My goals are lifetime. So with that in mind, and if you plant that seed that we're going long term with this is just the beginning, then why not tell them, look, we're on this long journey together. Why not get 25% off right up front with a pack? You can sign up as a coach for free. And that way we can go on this journey together long term. That is a really important language, but I would also go a step further and tell them, hey, but you know that if you invite 5 people to do this with you, you can actually make your money back. So plant the seed that the income opportunity is there from the get-go, and then recruit from your challenge groups. Some people aren't going to be ready to jump into the coaching right away, but if you do a really great job in helping them get results, they will be willing to take a look at the business opportunity, because I bet that people are asking them what they're doing. So always keep communication with your challengers about upgrading to the coach opportunity. Okay, I am not going to spend a whole lot of time on social media, because honestly, I am not the master of social media. I just can tell you these are some great basic tips. Make sure that your Facebook and Instagram are public. No one can find you if you're private. Just think about that. It's up to you what platform you want to use. I personally use Instagram. I do share all my stuff to Facebook, but I use Facebook to stay in contact with you guys. That's where we have our conversations. That's where we do our message threads. That's where we collaborate. The screen names, I don't like, like, I don't know, fit mama for life. Like that doesn't show who I am. Remember, social media is like your storefront. People should be able to identify who you are, not have to be guessing like, oh, I wonder what this chick's name is, and have to be like the FBI going looking for your name. Just put your name. Mine is just Becky_Brossett. There's nothing else but my name. That way it's clear, people know it's me. And make sure that your profile picture is clear, that you can see your face, that it's not of a cat or a dog. Your cat and dog is not running your business. Again, I've seen that before. They are not running your business. You are. If a boutique had a cat or dog on their profile picture, I bet you my bottom dollar that you wouldn't be buying from them. So please remember that this is a business, and proceed, with professionalism. And again, the bio is yours. Okay, it's your description. If you look at mine, it's some of my favorite things. I'm a boy mom. I'm married to my baby cakes. I'm like a sports mom. I love burgers. I'm a fit, I love to travel. I have faith. It's all my thing. So think about what that means to you, and then, you can design that. If you want more on social media, go to Diesel Nation Academy. There's a whole section on it where you can spend a lot of time. Monica, my sister, know all the ins and outs of all of that. My approach is be yourself every single day. Speak your language every single day. Give people insight into your life. You're not just a Beachbody coach. You have many, 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 many other facets that make you you. So don't get in the habit of every single picture is about fitness, or every story is about fitness, or every other story is an energized dance party. Show people what else what you're into. If you have faith, show it. When you read your personal development, take notes every day. Share something of value on your social media. People need positivity right now. That's something that I've been doing since day one of COVID, and it's completely caught traction. I share my morning routine. I share my thoughts openly. I speak with confidence. I am not a preacher. I am not a motivational coach. All I do is I take whatever these people say that speak to me, I turn around, make it mine, and I speak it in my words. And that is what has separated me this year, is because I've been more authentically me. So I hope that makes sense. And then social media, show up every day. People, guys, one thing you're going to hear from me all the time is consistency. Fitness on everything. Because people come to me every single morning to see what my YouTube video from Stephen Furtick is every single morning. They tell me, oh, I love those videos you share every single day. They come looking for that. Now, should I decide to take a leap and not show up for a month, they're going to go find somebody else who's showing up every single day. So that's why you have to establish consistency in social media, because people are going to start coming to you, and the moment you stop, they're gonna follow. It's like that. That's just the way it is. You need to have a steady stream of value coming from your page. I don't know what brand versus tools is, to be honest. The power of storytelling. I didn't write this, so I have no idea what that is. The power of storytelling. That it's really important. If you look at my Instagram, it's not every day, so you don't have to come up with a story every single day. But like with my anniversary, I shared a glimpse into my old life versus now. A few weeks ago, I shared a really vulnerable moment from Summit 2017, where I just completely felt out of place, to, you know, and I shared that story of vulnerability of, and then now how I've come back. Those stories should always start with a pain point, end with a success story. Don't just leave people in a low, because then that's depressing. You should have some kind of result that you're showing, some kind of solution that you're providing, some kind of inspiration that you're providing with that story. So, you know, everyone has stories. Please don't tell me that you don't have a story. Everybody has stories. Millions of stories, millions of things have happened to you in your life. But it is a skill to start learning how to find those moments and then crafting them into an inspirational story. And then Instagram stories connection. I think with that, it's a matter of you using all the different tools, the questions, the voting, the little, you know, the thing that you vote, the little slide thing, I forgot what it's called. Use all those tools to help you connect with your following, and always have a call to action. You could share something amazing, like I do. Sometimes I talk about the business, and then if at the end I'll drop, you know, I'll put one of those question things, drop interested, or, you know, would you be interested, yes or no. You need to have a call to action. People need to know what you want from them. So get in the habit of ending with a question. Even a post, you can end with a question, so that people can so that you can what's that word, so that you can I can't think of the word, get them to respond. I can't think of what I was trying to say. I had a break. Engage. So you can get them to engage with you. That's what we want with social media, is engagement. Thank you, Karina. Brain fart. I am 45. All right. Damn, I thought this was gonna be 45 minutes. Is a really long presentation. All right, so how are we going to grow our income? This is important, guys. Success Club, you're going to hear us talking about it all the time. And it's just a matter of helping people. It's a function of helping your customers and coaches succeed, getting them started with the right pack. So for those of you who are brand new, you have the opportunity to become a success starter. If you hit Success Club 3 months in a row within your first 6 months, you'll get the title Success Starter. That's something that I am not, because this program didn't exist when I started. But like Karina Guzman, for instance, she just hit it last month. So she's going to get an invitation to a coach test group. That is the biggest perk of all for me. So I'm not sure which program it'll be. Hopefully it's 9-week Control Freak. They will get, all success starters get an invitation to participate before all other coaches get to try the program. And they use those results, you know, for proof, social proof that the program works. And you get to work with the trainer, and you get to be on calls with some of the top leaders to help you navigate social media. It's an amazing thing. If this would have been around back then, I would have clawed my way into that somehow. But you want to be in the test group. So if you're brand new, put that down on your goals, because that's something amazing. You want to start building your team, because it unlocks the earning potential. We'll talk about that more now. And then keep going. Treat your business like a business. I said this the other day in a Futuristas call. Don't undervalue the power of this business, because the overhead cost, the coach fee, is $15.95. Sure, it's easy to walk away from that, because you're like, it's only $15.95. I'm more like, damn, it's only $15.95. I get to build $1 million business with a $15 fee. Like, holy shit. You can't build any business. You can't build a restaurant. You can't build a boutique on $15.95 a month. That is more reason to me to go hard with this because the earning potential is that much bigger. So treat your business like $1 million business every single day. If you owned a boutique and you were in a bad mood, I'm sure that you would still have to show up. Think about that. Why do we walk away from this business? Because we're not in the mood and it's only $15.95. Treat your business like a business. Okay, here we are with the Emerald Challenge. And there's some in here that are close to Emerald, so I think this is a perfect day for this. We have been popping emeralds quickly in the last 3 or 4 months, and here are some of the ones that have come out recently. We have oh yeah, Alejandra was just this past week, Sophie the week before, Audra hit a couple weeks ago, and here is some of mine from May and June. So I have a challenge for you. Emerald by Wednesday. For if you're not Emerald yet, I have a challenge for you to make the decision today. It's only 2 people to build your business to Emerald by this Wednesday. That way on Thursday morning, because our weeks end on Wednesday night, 11:59 p.m. Eastern, you will awake on Thursday as an Emerald. So why do you want to do that? Because it's a quick win and it's important. It solidifies that you're building a business. It's putting your stake in the ground. It's public recognition that you are advancing, that you have made a commitment. It's a sense of accomplishment because you want to get recognized publicly. That's something that we have really done an amazing job with, not just Diesel Nation, all of Team Beachbody, even corporate. They really go above and beyond in recognizing us. And if you guys have worked in a corporate job or still do, you probably don't get recognized for every single thing that you do in your corporate job. Here it's different. Here you get celebrated for everything. And that is something that is special that we do. And you want that. You want that post on Thursday morning that you have advanced your business. It gets you close to Success Club. You help 2 people. You're only 1 person away. But more importantly for me, it unlocks the potential of earnings. The team cycle bonus, that means it's a downline commission. As your team starts to grow, you kind of open up this piggy bank. As your team starts producing and your emeralds, that volume stays in these little accounts. I'm not going to go through that right now. Just know that that's where the long-term residual income comes from, and you won't get there until you hit emerald. As just a coach level coach, all you can earn is commission. That's it, just commission. When you advance to emerald and you make that commitment, you unlock team cycle bonus leads, which we're the only company that does network marketing company that provides you free customers once you are emerald or higher and have locked in Success Club when you've when you've helped 3 to 5 people every single month. And for those of you who have been in the business for the last few months, you know that the lead program has been off the chain ever since COVID happened, because people can't go to the gym. This is why we need to rise right now, because people need us. And I already mentioned the carryover volume, the piggy bank. And I'll give you an example with that. The other day, my mom is one of my coaches. She's pretty high up on the strong leg. And she was just a coach for a long time. And I started looking at her numbers, and I realized that she had over $800 sitting there because she wasn't emeralds. And the moment that I decided, okay, I'm going to help her get to emeralds, she's been earning every single week because of that carryover volume. Now, that doesn't happen overnight, but remember, this is like a real estate investment, right? You're putting in this investment because in the long term, you know that it's going to pay off. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to sponsor 2 coaches, one on your right, one on your left. I had a great, for me, it was great because I said, Christy, you need this, you need Shakeology, you need a discount. Can you sign up as a coach? And then I signed up my husband. Why? Because I knew that there was no plan B. So I signed up my husband because I knew that that was a stake in the ground. And so I have my husband, Larry, at the top leg of my left, my sister at the right, and everything that happens in Diesel Nation goes up through them. I put 2 stakes in the ground right at the top. You can sign up a spouse, your partner, sibling, a parent. A controlled account is great. That means that it's an account that you are working yourself. That would be my husband's account and my mom's account. And then if you sponsor if you order a challenge pack and sign up your spouse, it's awesome because you're getting the commission back on that sign up. So that's another thing. What I did, just to give you guys some peace of mind, because you're probably thinking, holy crap, I don't know if I can afford 2 Shakeologies. What I did, because I had that same fear, for Larry, I ordered packets, and then I would sell them off at five packets at 5 packets for $5 each, and I would make back my money. But if you guys drink Energize, Recover, Collagen, the bars, all of those things, you keep the Shakeology on your account and you run those extra purchases through your husband's account. That way, you're filtering orders through there. It'll help you build volume in the long term, and you have a sponsored account. That is the way to do it. Just do it now and get them in early. And keep in mind, U+2, that means that you cannot pay for like 30 million people. You can't like sign up your whole family with your credit card. That's not allowed. They will catch you. You can only have 2 people on your account with your credit card. So your mom, if you have an older child that lives with you that's 18, you can put them. So your husband and your child, completely fine. That is allowed. But there can't be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. That you will get flagged. And we have had team members that happened to them that we didn't know what was going on, and it became an issue. So just keep in mind, if you want more on that policy, please just Google Team Beachbody U+2. And that's it. So remember that what I'm going to leave you with is that this is your business, right? At the end of the day, you are the CEO. You don't need to know everything to start. Actually, I didn't know anything. I already said that multiple times. I didn't know anything when I started. I just knew that I wanted to earn income, that I wanted to crush that $50 goal, that I wanted other moms to feel as confident and good as I did, and I wanted to build my business. I knew that this was going to be the solution. So I didn't wait to learn. Actually, there weren't that many trainings back then. Just don't be a hoarder of information. Don't go into YouTube and spend 3,000 hours looking at every training under the sun, and then you're not working. Action. You learn through action. You learn through making mistakes. You learn through messaging people. You learn by doing the damn thing. So don't hold yourself back. If you are going to do trainings, my recommendation is start with the one in the Coach Online office. It's there. It's created by corporate because they talk to the high-level leaders. They know from the high-level leaders what it is that those people are doing to help their coaches take action. So do that training first. Then, if you want, you can go do Diesel Nation Academy. If that one, like I said before, it's long. But start in the Coach Online office, get the basics, hear from other leaders in the network. You're going to want to hear from other people, believe me, because I could tell you something till I'm blue in the face, and then comes some other coach and say the same exact thing, and you take it a whole different way, and you're like, oh, that's awesome. Right, Anna? People do that all the time. You're like, oh my God, that was gold. I'm like, I've said that 5 million times. So you want to hear from the other coaches in the network, do that training. But above all, I don't know, I had another slide. I guess I used the old version. Above all, it's time to be bold. It's time to believe in yourself. It's time to know what you want out of this, to decide to be here long term. Guys, I'm 10 years, and I shared on a call a couple weeks ago, we're not going anywhere. 10 years, I mean, I see 10 years and more. I see in 10 years my sons being coaches, the next level, the next generation of coaches, which are going to be our kids, are going to start coming up through the ranks in Team Beachbody, in Diesel Nation, and this thing is not stopping. So decide today to be here long term. Decide today to put your goals first. Allow yourself to dream big, just like I did at the beginning, even though I wasn't sure how or when or if it was possible. I just knew that I was going to do whatever it took work-wise. And that's all we can do is show up and work every single day to be better, to work on our minds, and to really pour love into the people around us. And I just hope that this call was helpful, and together we're going to do this. Let me stop sharing. So I hope you guys found value in this. The momentum is so high right now, guys. Just lean into the community. If you're one of mine, you know, jump headfirst into the Futuristas. Look, Karina, sorry, I'm always going to use you as an example. She signed up May 4th. She went into our very first Futuristas, and she hit diamond in 2 months. 2 months. 2 months. She beat me. I told her, please beat my record. I hit in 4.5 months. She did it in 2. And she came from Futuristas. So jump into the training, but most of all, believe in yourself. Believe in us. Believe that what we're doing is bigger than us. And I think at the end of the day, we're just going to build a solid foundation for our lives. And in the process, we're building amazing friendships. So that's all I have. It's already been an hour. Unless someone has, let me look at the chat real quick. Unless someone has some question that's really important, I think we're good. Is everybody good? All right, guys, let's take a picture before we hang up. If you guys are on a cup team, don't forget to check the schedules in the team pages for all the different calls that are coming up. This afternoon, we had an Emerald in 24 hours call. Please plug your coaches into those calls. Coming up, I don't remember what day it is because I don't remember the schedule right now, but there's another sneak peek coming up soon. Start inviting, start looking for the people in your lives that need this opportunity, that might want to get involved, and then invite them to join that call. If they don't want to wait that long, send them the recording from the last one. But don't just stop and wonder and inactivity. No, we continue to take action. Okay, let's take a quick picture. I've talked enough. All right, ready? I got it. All right. All right, guys, thank you so much for hopping on. I will post the recording. Hopefully it's gonna take a little bit to convert and upload, but I'll share it. That way you can share it with your teams, and we're just, this bus is not stopping. So I hope you guys have the courage to jump on tonight. Have a great night. Thank you so much. Love you guys.